Hey guys, hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I am glad you're here. If you have the time and you're so inclined, please hit that subscribe button below and feel free to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the video. The subscribe button and the bell icon will notify you when I upload new videos and when I go live, and it'll also help more people be exposed to my videos. But today we're going to be talking about the final knife in my Todd Knife and Tool collection, and it's not a Best Tech. This one's a collaboration with WE, and this is the WE Roxi 3. When I started this series with the Shodan as my favorite Best Tech design, as I've put more time in it, I don't want to take anything away from the WE Roxi 3. The WE Roxi 3 for me is, from an EDC standpoint and an EDC knife, it is just absolutely stunning, and it's probably one of my top 10 top 15 knives in my collection. So I want to put that out there. It is a WE knife. It is titanium handle, S35 VN blade, and what I like about the Roxi 3 more than any of the Best Tech collabs is, you'll notice what I didn't like about the Best Tech collabs with the branding on the blade. On the WE variants, you just have on the clip side, you've got the Todd Knife and Tool logo, which I don't mind at all, and then you've got the familiar WE pivot. But this knife, from an ergonomic standpoint, it's a smaller knife, so as you can tell with my medium to large size dirty hand, I can get 3 fingers on the handle very well, 4 fingers wrap around the back of that butt of the grip, so to speak, and it's very ergonomic. You've got a very generous finger choil, and again, that aggressive but not uncomfortable jimping. So from an ergonomic standpoint, this knife is an absolute home run in my hand. The Roxi 3 is just delightful. It's a front flipper with a deployment hole, so that means that the front flipper will go unused in my daily existence pretty much. I don't use front flippers as much as a deployment method as I will use the thumb hole, i.e. the finger flick hole, whatever we want to call it. But again, everything about this design is similar to the way that Best Tech interpreted the designs, and I apologize for this finger smuts. Let's see if I can get my little lamp to come on. All right. I'm hating my little... That's the problem when you use different lamps and you forget the controls. There we go. All right. So you can see that you've got the same type of lock relief that we had on the other Todd Knife and Tools, where you really don't have that milled out of the side, but you do have that very open that needs to be cleaned on my variant, where the lock bar design is really just to go straight at it. So I simply just slide my finger in. The geometry on the lock bar is fantastic, and the blade tang. So to me, it's just a very well executed access to the lock bar, even though it looks like it would be a little tight from the side because you don't have that milled out, but then you do have that deep pocketing milled out where my thumb just simply goes into it effortlessly, and I just really dig that. From a fidgetability standpoint, which I know nobody cares about, but fidgetability, this little knife is as fidgetable as any of my Todd Knife and Tool design knives, and I think we did it as well with the detent as any of the Best Tech variants. To be honest with you, if I did not know that Best Tech made some and we made the others, and they just didn't have a manufacturer associated with them, would I be able to tell the differences? I don't think I would. I don't necessarily know that I would. But you'll notice the design elements from the 3 holes, that's very Todd Knife and Tool, to that industrial, what I've kind of called, for lack of a better term, steampunk design, with a nice 3/4 inch back spacer that's not fully floating, but it does have some nice interesting design elements. Futuristic might be a term that people use to describe these knives too. I've kind of thought about that as I've gone through them. The WE clip is also done very well. Titanium clip, great retention, but very easy to go in and out of pocket. Has a little doodad hole here for people who love their lanyards, and nothing wrong with that. It's definitely taken care of there. And just what I consider a very well thought out, well put together package. You can see the little swedge in this Wharncliffe blade, if I can get the light to focus on it, right there, which is one of the Todd Knife Tool kind of signatures, where that fuller comes into the blade there and terminates to not nearly a splinter puller like our malware, but it's still got a tip that can be utilized to open packages. You can do a lot of different ergonomical cuts with this knife, and I think it's just going to perform great for you. In terms of being able to recommend it as an EDC knife, could I recommend this knife to one of my friends, brothers, sisters? Absolutely. I think this is, again, a home run knife. The Torx screws are done very well. The machining is done very well. It's got an over travel stop here, lock bar, steel lock bar insert. Again, just a super snappy detent. Do a couple of quick size comparisons, and then I'll get you a couple of measurements here. Let's look at it next to the Cold Steel 4MAX, and it's going to be smaller than the Cold Steel 4MAX. Look at it with the Civivi Baby Banter, and it's going to be considerably larger than the Baby Banter, but in that same realm of about 1.5 inches larger than the Baby Banter. Next to our Benchmade Bug Out, and it's about 1/2 inch smaller than the Benchmade Bug Out, which means it's going to be much smaller than our Spyderco Paramilitary 2. So to resort to our Ben Peterson NAFCO titanium ruler, we'll look at the cutting edge first, right under 3 inches, about 2.8. The blade length is right at 3 inches. Whoops. About 3.1 inches. And then if we take the handle, it's 4-inch handle. So 4-inch handle, 3-inch blade, for lack of better terms. Yeah, just a really, what I feel to be a well-refined, nice package. I want to say the hardware, pivots T8, body screws are T8, clip is T8. That's a win for me. Like that. And again, they're very deep. So if you can tell, you're not going to have problems if you use common sense and you use good bits. If you disassemble these knives, I need to disassemble this one because you can see I've got a lot of finger smuts in there. Maybe I'll get some KPL little swabs and use that to get in there, but it does need to be cleaned out. But again, this is going to kind of wrap up my full kind of review, long-term thoughts of my Todd Knife and Tool collection, starting out with the videos from Best Tech, finishing out with our WE Roxi 3. Just fantastic knives, well executed by the two collabs, whether it be Best Tech or whether it be WE. Guys, thank you for checking my video out. Please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate over hate and all that good stuff. Basically, just be kind. Do unto others as you'd want them to do unto you. Know I love you all. I look forward to the next time we get together. Peace.